Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to Abeir Saga. We have returned. Uh, we are glad to present to you, keep presenting to you our Draconic Adventures. For those who are not familiar with Fort of the Dragon Queen, well, at least my version of it, it is set in the world of Abeir, a parallel world to Toril, where the Forgotten Realms are set, where dragon and elementals, primordials rule. Mostly dragons these days. And this is where our fine adventuring group has found themselves in, traveling around Abia, contesting the will of the Dragon Queen on this world. Um, let's again, for those who are not familiar with our group of adventurers, and a fine group they are. Let's start with Marianne.
Me? Yes. What?
Yes. Sorry to put you in the
What's up,
spotlight,
dude?
Mar.
Is to introduce my character. Is that
Just
me?
introduce your
Yes.
character.
Okay.
Yes, I think very
Hi. My
good.
my name is Mariana. Some of you might know me as Vagabunda or Kickbutt DM or things like that. And I play Mar, a silver dragonborn who is kind of a bit annoyed because she got banished. And she's not from this world, so she actually went back and had to
She went home
tattle.
for a little
Yeah,
bit.
she had to
Yes.
tattle to come back.
Lady request. Yes.
Yes.
Um, okay. Who do you pass the baton on to tomorrow?
Uh, our dead friend Taventine, Peter.
Hello.
Bahamut, rest your soul,
Uh,
child.
I'm teetering on the dead and the friend, both in this moment.
Hi, I'm Peter, your mediocre DM on other games.
We like him.
Also known as the guy who dies constantly. I played Tavern Team. And alas, he may be no more. He is a cleric, a Tempest cleric. And he talks like, well, I don't even remember what he talks like anymore.
He talks like
because
this,
he's
dude.
dead.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
So,
This ghost.
dudes and dudettes, get ready for the ride. I'll pass it over to Mr. Well, the guy who kills me.
The one, Captain
I
Fritz.
have not killed you almost never. Um, Hello all, Belvedere here. I like
Captain.
to play the Dungeons and the Dragons, so that's what I'm here for. If you too like to play the Dungeons and the Dragons, join our Discord, recruiting for a new game soon. Tonight I play Welda. Welda is great. Welda is divine. Welda is innocent yet not. Welda is a hexblood whose granny has convinced them that something in this place is helpful. A dragon is not, and sometimes people like Tavernta need to learn that you don't question Granny and you don't disappoint the ones that you love.
Also, as well, though. And
Honest,
of
honest,
course, oh,
I'm sorry to
yes.
interrupt you,
No,
Mr.
no.
Draconic. Um,
You shall pay for it, but go ahead.
as Divine Welda pointed out, if you like to play the Dungeons and the Dragons, you can order the t-shirt, which you're seeing on the Twitch stream right now. Just type exclamation point shop. And you can order that and many other things, including the nickname for Divine Welda, aka Belvedere. Captain Crit. Now, if you get that on a sticker, I hear it's good luck.
Or it marks you for for crits. Who knows?
And as far as the new game, well, I think we have Citizens of Phandalin, which play for hours and hours and hours today, yeah, it would qualify. I played 4 hours and only got 10 experience points.
I only dropped him to 0 hit points, I don't know, 6 or 7 times.
So it was a bit of a slow day for you.
And of course, you never know what could start up soon, and we have Strixhaven, which
A fine academy.
is awesome.
University.
Ooh, it'll be in 2 days, right?
Yep. I'm gonna sleep all night tonight. That's my promise to my wife, so I stay awake for our date. So, anyways, I turn it over to the one, the only, the incredible, non-killing, draconic DM.
Did he just kill you last session?
Yeah, technically, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. Technically.
well, do we know yet? No. We
Oh,
don't.
he definitely killed you.
Yeah, he
because
did.
you wouldn't be getting rejuvenated or revivified or whatnot if you weren't already dead.
But I would like to thank my fellow teammates for supporting Tavern Team all these months. Thank you, Divine Welda. Thank you, Marlana. I really do appreciate it. I can't take it anymore. Bye. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I was genuinely scared for like a whole.
I was looking
10
at
seconds.
her expression. I'm thinking, does she actually think he's crying? I was a little worried, but it's okay. We're good. All right. Thank you, Peter, for that Oscar-winning performance. Hopefully, it will help you with your next character. Stay alive. Right. Yes. So as they rightfully said, Taverntine did indeed pass away. Passed on to the Big Blue. Before we get into that, though, does anyone want to do the recap tonight for a bit of inspiration? Or
Not
rerolls?
it.
Not it?
Not it. I know somebody who watched the entire session.
Do you?
He was sending me times
that.
of when I
saw
said
that
stuff.
too. I saw that too.
I made it to break. I didn't get through. I apparently got busy dealing with citizens of Phandalin and didn't have time to rewatch the whole thing. But yes, I can try. So we had found ourselves in this glade. I believe we've somehow slipped into the Feywild, but I'm not entirely positive on that. I just know that we are not on the material plane. Welda had been told by Granny previously that there was something here that would help him, and that knowledge was at the cost of, or the deal of, or the understanding of, that this dragon needed to not be here. So when we entered this glade, we looked around. Taverntine definitely said, hey, we should kill it and get all its power, to which nobody else responded. Welda deeply suggested that he gift it the tiny Tav because she liked him so much. But Tav clearly didn't value the last gift that Welda had given him because he forgot that he had it and it was never gifted to somebody who would actually appreciate it. While we looked around, Citizen Kane attempted to recruit this dragon, even though he was demoted and should know his role. Welda investigated why a moon dragon would need anything and want anything, and found that there, I believe, were 5, a pentagon, of magic portals that transitioned to what he suspected were other realms or planes. Decided that the pool in the center of this place was important, and went looking for wherever this dragon hid its hoard. Tav came for a swim too. could not find anything, but did manage to entertain and distract said dragon some more, where Mar attempted to negotiate with it, and intellectually and flatteringly tell it that it should go and see the Emperor, and that, of course, he would love her and gift her things, and they could be happy and leave, and everybody would win. But the dragon somehow decided that nope, she had to stay there and wait for visitors. I believe Tav then attempted to convince her that we would wait for said visitors, but she could not resist. Citizen Kane tried to speak, but he needs to know his role. So Green Maiden cut him off and told the Lady Dragon what's what. Still, she would not budge. And Granny let Welda know that the clock was ticking. Um, Something was drawing them to the pool, something was drawing them to a portal that seemed to be linked to the Feywild. And when this dragon refused to leave, Welda had to not disappoint Granny and shot it with an arrow. The lines were drawn. It was time to serve. Everybody thought all was good until young Tav decided that he would betray everyone and heal this dragon and protect it. Either because he was not their friend all along, or he was just that scared of this big sissy pacifist dragon. We're not entirely sure.
Because you
Um,
flattered him.
But a fight broke out. Welda got to dance like the policemen from Boondock Saints while the battle raged on around them. Tav and Mar got into a fight, and Tav
Ooh.
sent Mar
Yeah.
to stand with her nose to a tree back home until she was ready to play nice. Valorian, I think that's Greenmane's name,
That is pretty much
threatened him, but really didn't do much to protect what I had kind of understood was supposed to be his woman, so fail on him. Citizen Kane let down Lady Greencrest again. Elwyn stepped up to support, but not go against her own values in attacking anyone. Eventually, the Fomorians came through to aid. One of them was sent to Dreamland, I think, by the dragon. I don't know by this point. Waldo was falling from the sky. The other one clocked Tavernine in the beak and made him as ugly on the outside as he proved to be on the inside. He then banished himself and appeared outside of the castle in the middle of the siege and had a large piece of masonry descend on him, crushing him and breaking his concentration. His crippled, dead, lifeless form landed at the feet of the Fomorians, who quickly took him of all his items and prepared to throw him through a portal where he could no longer bring a tear to Welda's eye. He was stopped, and they attempted to revive him, but it was not to be until Mar stepped up and decided that she would at least give him a final choice, reaching out to his soul way up in the gig in the sky, which apparently is where the ocean is. And see if Tev wanted to rejoin the worlds. Possibly to, I don't know. I will be more biased and say atone for his sins. Or if he wanted to remain with the big dude up in the sky, or out on the surf, or a bit of both, because even the DM was confused by all that. But I believe that is a biased and detailed version of Belvedere.
Biased.
I like how he's like at the end of all that, which was very like sounded very matter of factly and very very factual, and then it's like, by the way, all this was biased.
So I am of the fact that what is in Taverntine's head may be distorted to his own truth. Um,
Right.
I'm okay with that. I really hope that the viewers agree with Welda, but that is up to the viewers. Welda
That's
is
true.
not Granny, so they may choose what they want. Just watch your dreams. Who knows? Who knows when the sisters will meet you in your dreams? Yes, I apparently did just really threaten the audience. I'm so sorry.
That
Harsh,
was not our
dude.
intention. It's like if anybody that is in the audience it suddenly comes to the Discord and starts playing in a Belvedere game and
I'm
mentions
already
that they
getting
know
messages.
about this, just avoid the conversation. No, we're teasing aside. He's fine. We swear. We promise.
Anybody in his games knows it's true. So,
I am Belvedere. I'm not a hag. I cannot make those threats.
You may take a reroll point for that.
Yes.
Even if it was a biased recounting, you were still good.
can
I
the
used three
victim
trying
of
to
his
crit that
bias? Oh,
stupid
by the
dragon.
way, 2 subscriptions this week.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
Reroll
I
points.
apologize again.
You good.
I mean,
You guys feel free to take the reroll points if you can.
I should clarify that Welda is an Eladrin and very emotional. It's not entirely my fault.
Alright, so I guess with that, we get the rerolls, and we do get to draw some karma cards for now. There will be Wild Magic Search soon. Let's see. Right. Let's see then. So,
Before you do the karma,
mm,
can we kill Tav?
okay.
I'm afraid
We can
one of
start.
them will force him back to life.
That's fair. Let's do that before the Wild Magic Search takes effect. Right. Tad, I believe you had gone to the Big Blue. Right now, Eli, think of the currents. He's so Finding Nemo, like I said, it feels like you're it's a warm current. You feel like you're home. You feel like everything's okay. You don't see your patron, but you sense them. And oh man, that sucks, bro. You're doing so well.
Yeah,
Are you sure
but
you don't want another chance?
no, man, this is righteous, dude. Big dude, I'm sorry.
No, little dude, you're doing good. You're doing good. You just
Well,
I just think you didn't pick your moments right, but that's okay.
hey, man, that's how it goes, right? Sometimes you
That's how-
catch the right wave, and sometimes a shark comes out of it. And it turns out to be the wrong wave.
Righteous.
Yeah,
And
I should write my memoirs now.
right on. And we pull away from the Big Blue as seemingly Taventine seems to be at peace with things. And we focus back on the Feywild, or a small portion of it. Tav's body on the ground, and the Fomorians have finished picking it clean. Mar, you just cast your spell, and you see that Taventeen's not stirring.
I finish the spell.
Finish the spell.
She looks down at Talentine. She'll gently close his eyelid.
Oh, he's glitching.
And nod and turn to Valorian. Doesn't want to come back. I know my spell didn't fail.
No, you did not. I am familiar with the spell. You did everything right. Looks downcast. Again, this was Tav's decision.
Yeah, Mar is going to walk away from the scene and just go into a little patch. There was like a little foggy area, right? That before the glade.
Mm-hmm.
Is that somewhere I can get to, or is it
Yeah.
like was there just
Hey.
when we came through?
No, so you walk through and there was some fog, and then after a little bit of
Yeah,
walking, you managed to walk
she's
into
gonna
the glade.
kind of stay in the fog for a bit. She'll walk towards the fog and just go into the fog and stay there for now. She's not gonna really. It's
Okay.
She's lost a lot of people in a very short period of time, so she's gonna just stay a little to the side for now. Let everybody else deal with it.
I believe the Fomorians were getting ready to toss Taventine through the portal.
Yes.
Before they do so, however, Elwyn walks up to Taventine's body and looks to Welder. Because I know that we never really saw eye to eye with him. She looks down at Taventine's body. I don't think we should toss him in there. She looks at the abyssal portal. Do you think we could just lay him to rest somewhere? Here, she points at the pool. I know he liked water. Well, it's like, He goes to the portal.
I need to send him away so that he can never hurt us again. And that is better for him than that.
Okay. But may I
And he
suggest...
points to the Abyss one and then points to the Feywild one.
May I
What,
suggest
the
a
base
less...
is better than the Feywild? Sorry, I just tried to
It's
remember.
absolutely better than the Feywild. That's where Grady is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh right, he did say bad things about Grady. Gotcha. Yeah.
May I suggest then we send him somewhere less... And she looks at the abyssal portal again with a bit of unease. Somewhere a little more pleasant. And she points at one of the portals that lead to Toril. If he must go away, doesn't have to be such an awful place. No.
No. Because then he can hurt us again.
From her perspective, is this something Wilda would not budge on?
Well, Toril is where Mar's from, so not just Welda that was betrayed.
Ooh.
Very well. Then give me a moment, please. She looks at the Fomorians who are like waiting to her to get out of the way.
Welda probably is leaning on one of them, almost giving them a hug, and I'm sure their face shows that they're not super thrilled, but they're definitely allowing it.
He looks at you with his lopsided face and goes, in that
He's
case, she leans at...
giant deformed kneecap.
Just looks at it. See, she looks down at Taventine's body, and she closes her eyes, And she seems to be uttering some sort of prayers, and then finishes that. And she goes, to finish it, she goes, "May you have better luck in your next life, 17." And she steps back away from the body. The Fomorian that you are hugging right now looks at you. Now?
You smell like Granny.
Yes, but can we throw him away now? He looks down at Taventine's body.
Yes. Taverntine
Okay.
needs to go away now.
Picks up Taventine's body to the portal. He holds Taventine's body up for another bit of inspection and goes, "Bye-bye, strange turtle thing."
Wait!
Yes? Yes?
Just as he's starting to throw me, Tav opens his eyes and winks at Mar.
Mar's not
I'm
there.
And then he
sorry?
gets thrown through.
Marty's
Oh.
not there.
Mar's not there.
Well, I wink at Welda.
You wink at the Fomorian.
Think Welda's watching you leave?
I wink at somebody.
The Fomorian.
Elwyn,
Honestly,
Elwyn,
your
and
face
the
is so
Fomorian.
deformed.
And you hear,
can tell anyway.
"Way!"
Are you trying to make us feel bad? Is that...
Taventine's body shrinks into the shroud of the abyss. Fomorian walks away.
Granny
down at Welda.
sucks.
Fomorian turns. As the Fomorian looks at you for basically more instruction, you hear Granny's voice. "Well done, dearie. Well done. You deserve your just reward for your service, for your loyalty. Granny appreciates loyalty. Obedience is everything to her, and you are loyal." And as she says that, from the portal you hear a strange sound. It sounds like jibber jabber, like chattering. And it gets closer until, well, that you feel.
Are we
the
gonna...
presence of-
Is Welda about to be given... Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
Losing a Mar.
You
I
hear me?
kind of got the gist. That
You
you're
just
cutting out a
came
little
back
bit.
in.
But you're frozen, too.
Hmm.
I can... If you want to do that, that's cool. Still frozen.
Speak.
Oh, you're staircasing.
Hi.
Hey!
We can hear you, but your image is
Can you
frozen.
see me?
Now,
Hello?
Move a little bit more.
Golden.
Really?
Or silver. Silver.
Silver right now. We can only really hear you.
My internet is...
I didn't catch
Something.
the last bit of that.
Okay, is that better?
So far.
no picture,
far?
though.
No picture though. Yeah. Image.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second then.
That's okay.
No, you're good.
Give your stuff a chance to buff her if you need to keep your video off.
You can keep your video up for now. That helps.
Is that working?
Yeah,
You're
fine.
moving for now. Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, sorry for the mess then.
No, you're good.
I was about to ask if Welda was being given a Jabberwock pet.
Well done. You hear the jibber jabber closer. It's closer now, and it's to the point where it seems to be almost on the other side of that portal. And as there's a pause, the Fomorians stand to attention and look in the direction of the portal.
Wilda's gonna take the tiny Tav and pass it through the portal to Granny.
It is received. Right, you put Patty Tab through, and something takes it off your hand. And as that something takes that, it steps through this. It would be simple to say a dragon. It has this long, sinewy neck that kind of juts out first, with these weird, almost goggle-like eyes. It kind of cocks its head as it looks at its surroundings. Steps through it again. As it steps through, you notice that all its body is all kinds of sinewy and elongated. And as it steps through on all fours, kind of like, and for everyone else, I will show you what Welder and the rest of them see, except you, Tab.
Yeah, Tev.
Yeah, Tab. This
You're sick.
this huge creature looks at Welder and stares. And in your mind, you hear when he goes, "You shall now get your just rewards, sweetness." And the Jabberwock turns to the pool of water and all and opens its mouth and lets out this devastating screech, almost like a dog whistle. It's such a high frequency that only those that are so sensitive can hear it. But it's the kind of frequency almost could shatter glass, and it's like vibrates out and screeches out. The pool shimmers, and where there was that strange anomaly within water that you saw when you were swimming with Tav, a tear appears in the fabric of reality. Like glass cracking, and it splinters, and a light seems to shine through it, and it seems to be widening and widening, and it gets to the point where it opens to a semi-sized portal, shatters like glass again, like a mirror, and the Jabberwock, as it sees that happen, it stops its supersonic screech and turns to you, Wilder, and looks at the portal and then back at you again.
Welda would like to druid craft a flower to predict tomorrow's weather.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what the weather has. Someone roll me a d20.
No takers? Alright. I will do it.
I'm not there.
15! Peter is here.
15. Yeah. It's not. It's gonna be. Let's know. At least not been. I don't know Fahrenheit that well, but it's gonna be at least 10 degrees colder than normal today. With a chance of light rain or light snowfall.
Yep.
You feel more.
So, light
It's gonna be light
rain
rain.
was the buttercup. So he will druidcraft that dew-covered buttercup. Kind of lift it up and set it on the snout of this I guess, Jabberwocky, if that's what it is, kind of
Mhm.
straight down. So it goes like cross-eyed into like a daze staring at it. And then he'll like rub its tongue like it's a whale, because that seems appropriate. Go back up to that little ledge by the pond there. And assuming that this portal is where he had done it the first time, he just looks to the Feywild portal where Granny is, looks to Mar, looks to Owen, and lets himself fall backwards into it again.
Sorry. Um, everyone else, well, Mars not here. Everyone else
Yeah,
at
Mars not watching. Yeah.
Valorian is just has taken a step back from this creature that doesn't. It seems all kinds of wrong to him.
Oh,
Same
this
with
is so
Kane.
cute.
Kane and his Dragonborn kind of stand to attention and look. And as they look, the Jabberwocky notices them looking at it, and it kind of very almost gentleman-like. It stands on two hind legs and looks at them, and
Oh,
its eyes
didn't have
glow.
him cross-eyed enough.
They look at each other almost in silent understanding as Welder falls backwards into the pool. Elwyn's the first to react. She will turn in the direction of Ma and send her a message. Yes. Oh, some weird thing has come to the portal, and Welder has gone to the portal that's opened, and I assume it's towards this dragon's lair now that it's gone. Are you okay? Do you need time? I need to go with him.
This is Elwyn, right?
Yeah, this is that one.
Mars steps out of the fog and actually no. Let me see if I can do it. Yes, I can. Okay. Mar will first wild shape into the bear, the cave bear, and still with some of vestiges of when Weld braided the fur. And she will go over to Elwyn, kind of waiting for Elwyn to like, jump on or something before following, where she says Welderwin, because they're not about to just let Welder go by themselves.
Yeah, that's fine. As you do that, and Elwyn does take you up on the offer, she looks at Valorian. Goes, "Are you coming?" And he looks at her, looks at the Jabberwocky. He looks at her after like having not taken his eyes off the Jabberwocky this whole time. Yes, I guess I have not much choice. He looks at Kane. How about you? You know, are you gonna make it? Are you done being indecisive? He looks at Kane. He looks at his men. He goes, nods at Valorian, and they start moving forward. Valorian follows Elwyn's lead. Elwyn waits for you to carry her towards the portal. Right, but before we get carried away, I did forget about the wild magic search cards. Yes. Let us do that.
We don't have search cards yet.
Yes, well, this is like the precursors, I guess. But now, we'll use these. So, the first card we have drawn, the first effect that will take place, is Clumsy. During combat, a random party member's next attack will damage a teammate instead. Oh, this is wonderful. Why are you guys not fighting the dragon right now? Double negative. The DM will keep the randomly determined player a secret until the attack succeeds.
I'm sorry. What? Can you make the card big? Sorry.
I did. Does it not
It
come up
didn't
for you
come
guys?
for me.
You can
That's
zoom
why
in.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, just
Oh.
zoom in. Or I think if you click on it, it blows it up too.
I did.
Yeah,
I
if you
did
click
click on
on-
load up. Don't know
No,
why.
I mean like Mar. If she clicks on it herself, I think it works.
I can't see it for some reason. One sec. Let me try to zoom in far enough to make it.
Maybe
Right.
not-
There, it's on the stream.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
on the stream.
Thank you. I wrote it down.
Would have been more useful last.
Yes. I know. I was just thinking that to myself.
Tab, but I had an excuse.
Yeah, I'm like, Peter's next character can do this now for free. This is great. Like, because we've not had that enough of us hitting each
This next
other.
attack. Alright, so that's gonna kick
Oh,
in next combat. Let's keep that to the side.
you rolled for it already?
We can. It does say next combat, but I guess we probably should roll for that now.
Yeah,
but-
that's fine. Never mind.
The
Never mind.
DM rolls it when the time comes. So
Yeah, but we shall.
Okay, but he keeps it a secret. Gotcha.
yeah.
I keep it a secret. Yeah.
I won't
Yeah,
be
we'll do
the
that.
victim, so one of you is going to shoot each other. Welda,
Alright.
Mar, which one of you will shoot the other?
Alright, so the next one,
We'll see.
we'll say, the next surge to kick in is this one. This one. Don't make it awkward. That's a positive. Oh, this is the opposite side. It's not a double negative. That's something. The entire party embraced a big group in a big group hug. That's unlikely, but who knows? All of you gain temporary hit points. Temporary hit points. The negative, however, is the next successful melee or ranged attack against each of you does crit damage.
Oh, I'm glad I'm dead.
So the next attack, which is on a teammate, will be crit.
Oh,
And because of the other wild magic surge / karma,
Can we
It's
bring
guaranteed to-
Caventine back?
it's
Mar wants to do
guaranteed
it.
to redirect it. These two actually combo. Interesting.
You
Yeah.
who weren't there to hear him, or you could jump through the portal and smite him.
Yes, I really wanted to do that. Now, can we retcon it? I didn't go into the fog.
so
you
if
are
only
free to dive into the abyss if that's what your heart desires.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
if only one of them is there, do they crit themselves?
No, I believe it says specifically another.
Another, yeah. Next to
I mean, honestly, if I get to choose, it's going to be Citizen Kane.
Oh! The thing is, I don't want Welda to kill Kane because I know who Kane is. Like Mariana doesn't.
He's betrayed the Green Lady twice.
I think the
he-
spirit of the card is that the DM randomly picks who does it and who gets hit.
I think that the spirit of the card is it's up for the DM's interpretation.
Yeah.
I think consulting the person who created the card is a great idea.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
We'll meet your new
Um,
character soon enough.
Yeah. I think it's all. I don't know. Is it in poor taste for you guys to have a group hug now after 17's been thrown into the abyss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of poor taste.
Little-
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Not to
A little bit.
Welda. Welda's like, yeah,
I
he
mean-
gone.
I have no idea what is happening next, so if that's the story, that's the story.
Alright, we'll keep that one in the side pocket. Alright. So, as
And
Welda
we
takes the
introduce the karma
plunge.
cards, and somebody has subscribed. So if that's the game that we're having tonight, then I guess we'll see how it unfolds.
Yes. So as Welda takes the plunge, we zoom away from the Feywild and find ourselves in a place beyond time. We find ourselves almost floating in nebulous material. this place, it almost seems like an island of sorts that's in stasis. It seems to be floating in this nowhere, and then yet everywhere, as the several portals that seem to align around, almost orbiting it like some sort of planetoid. It is here where in the middle of it, there's a large mound of precious minerals and gems and all sorts of artistic objects that, depending on your taste, could be considered treasures, junk. Lying on, maybe not right on top of it, but maybe like at the foot of it, is this small little construct that seems to be inert. As the portal that seems to be shimmering behind this, almost in front of this mound of treasure, as it starts to swell, as it activates, this little construct's eyes light up.
Oh!
Well, as you fall through backwards into this place beyond time, we fall backwards, and that's the first thing this little construct sees. This strange, fey-like creature just tumbled through the portal. I would like Peter to describe his new character.
I have a new character?
Yes.
Oh, oh gosh. I wish you would have told me.
Please.
Okay, so you see a warforged, but a tiny warforged. Maybe a gnome forged? An auto gnome. And he comes out and he looks at you, his eyes glow blue. He's got like a mohawk that's made out of a gear. He's mostly gray metal, but he's got trimmings that are gold. And
Is this Knightley?
No. Close, but no.
I was asking the DM a question.
It's a different alternate.
I was asking if he was an older gnome that we've met before. That if you had taken over a character.
and
But today that we had met.
now is Welda on the ground or standing?
That's up to Welda. Welda just tumbled through.
I have no idea where we are. Are we in the astral sea? Is Welda like falling onto this, or like floating towards it, or
There is a surface, yes, but as you look around, it's very Twilight-like, very nebulous. I will show you what, to everyone that's watching, what sort of construct looks like. If you can see it, it might come up soon. Does the team see it? That's my question. Do you guys see Tink?
I don't. I might be on the wrong map.
No.
I don't know.
So,
What do I
shift
look
our
like?
perspective. What do you look like? Wow.
I don't
Let's
think he's
see.
been assigned. Oh! Map change. I still don't see him though.
Let's move them back there. Yeah. Everyone feel free to like position yourselves where you are. That's just where I think you might be. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Should be able to just drag him across. Hey, he's
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
so there's this weird little glow-eyed thing, a mass of land. Underneath this land is a whole bunch of jewels and whatnot, as well as
Yes.
stands.
Yes. Sorry, I just got to move you back here. I moved you guys to the wrong spot. Yes.
Ah, did they come with us? Okay.
Well, they might. This is just they would go where Welder goes. If Welder doesn't want them to come, they won't come.
I just didn't realize they followed too. That was all.
Yes, I got Elwin on my back.
No, I knew you guys came. I didn't realize the Fomorians and the Jabberwocky came.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm clearly not paying
Yeah, the
enough attention.
Jabberwocky would have come. The
Sorry.
Fomorians actually may have stood guard outside. The Jabberwocky would have followed. So as Welder, you stand up and look around. I believe Elwyn and Mark come through first, and this is what you guys see as well. Then followed closely by the Jabberwocky and the Knights and Valorian. Valorian closely behind. Okay. Let's zoom in on Tink. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Okay. So, how does everyone react to this?
Hello, I'm Tink, our poo.
Wait.
This is new. News to the DM too. Tink R. Pooh is my name. Hello. Are you organic?
Wilda will druidcraft. Let's say a sprig of lilac. Kind of set it, kind of laid on his head. Give him a little pat, and then look at the Jabberwocky.
It came through. It was actually. I don't know if anyone will be unsettled by this, but it actually, when it walked through the portal, it walked on its hind legs. It was humanoid-like, standing there, looking at Welder. And as you offer the, it looks at you.
Hello. I am Tinker Pooh.
Mar is still in bear form, right? So Mar just presses her wet nose against the metal and starts sniffing him.
Ooh. Do I smell good?
What do you smell like?
Probably lilacs.
I guess.
I have within me the ability to smell like gunmetal. And gold. I think.
Mars bear does a bit of a, and then gives it a big lick.
Ooh. That was nice.
Yeah, go ahead, Welder.
What can you tell us about slaying dragons?
I have never seen a dragon. Is that a dragon? I'm pointing at the bear.
Looks.
Can we see where we came from?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Mar looks at where we came from, looks at this robot, looks back where we came from. Confused. Clearly confused.
But that's true, because she didn't know the Jabberwocky opened the thing.
I think I just got licked by a dragon.
Welda just stares at the Jabberwocky, unsure why he's here or what he's supposed to do.
Jabberwocky looks at Welder, and then you hear Granny's voice. Yes. Just a little further, dearie. And the Jabberwocky in response looks towards the treasure mound.
Oh, we can see the treasure mound. I didn't
Yes.
realize that. I thought it was underneath everything.
No,
Then
it's
yes.
over here. Like I have.
Welda will. I guess he's on his back legs, so he didn't like his tongue scratched. Welda will give it a slight bow, and as he walks by, run his hands through. Not you.
Oh.
Are you mimicking?
I'm mimicking. Mimicking.
Ignoring that, Welda, as they walk by, will run their fingers through Mara's fur and head in that direction.
As you walk closer to this vast array of.
I'm going this way, I assume.
Forward, yes. You start to make out a few things. You see sets of topaz inlaid golden claw rings engraved with names you don't really understand. You see some sort of ornate statue of what looks like a sea serpent. You see a large spherical gold chandelier. All of these are kind of like stacked almost on top of each other. Some are like set to the side. Some of them are like again in the mound or at the foot of it. You see a gold scrying bowl that seems to be swirling with some elemental energy. But what captures your eye the most is at the top of this mound is this bow with this red gems encrusted in it. It seems to pulse. Almost like a heartbeat. As you step closer, it pulses quicker. Yes. Just a little closer, dearie. Elwyn steps up next to Welda. Yes, are you okay? What is that? She looks towards the bow, which everyone can see it flashing.
Doesn't
like a beacon.
Seem to hear her. Welda is going to stroll up towards the bow, but eyes peeled for something around it.
What exactly are you keeping your eyes out for?
I don't know, but if it's from Granny, it won't be the obvious thing.
And
so he'll just approach it, but unconvinced that that's what he's here for.
Yeah. Yes, rightly thought. Rightly so, as Granny works in many layers. Anyways, in your mind, he goes, appearances look deceiving, my dear, but that is what you seek, is my gift to you. You've done well. You now have a bit of me everywhere you go. In a very comforting, motherly voice, like nurturing, like passing on something that their child will need to make their life easier. Take it.
And this is in reference to the bow? Waldo will step to it, draw one of the fire arrows, and knock it.
As Waldo's doing this, what is everyone else doing?
I need control.
I am following Welda.
You need control of Tank, yes.
But I would be following Welda as well, mimicking Welda's movements, going, curious. Interesting. Is that a dragon?
everyone else, give me a perception check while Wilder is processing.
You are well done. Perception.
Yes.
26.
Nice. Mara the bear.
Mar the bear. Need to do
Hmm.
what, sorry?
It's a perception check.
I'm... Oh, wow. I don't have advantage. I got a nat one.
Okay.
I think Mar and
You
I are connected.
Yeah, you are still not sure where you are. Like the sense of the place, you're very far from any forest of any kind of nature. You're very disconnected. Tink, however, you spot a few things of interest. You're not sure what they are. You do see, uh, like a like a crescent moon kind of sickle that seems to be lying on the mound. Seems to glow with power. You notice a pair of elven-like boots of the finest quality, greenish quality. They seem to resemble uh, the greenery of some of the luscious forests that you may have in your databanks. I'm not sure you did. And you see upon a pedestal, um, you see a deck of cards.
Oh my god. If you knew the relevance of that right now.
Oh, that's not even why I'm shaking my head, Peter. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I lost control for a second there.
There's a deck of
Oh.
cards that is relevant.
Yes, to this morning.
Uh,
There.
uh,
What
Yeah, Tink,
color?
you have no idea. You have no idea what these are. This is what you should see. This is face value.
I scan
it's
them
also-
with my glowing blue and white eyes, and I go, "Are these dragons? Interesting. Do they bite?
Uh,
Well, duh.
no one is
Do they
really
bite?
paying attention.
Well, duh. Do they bite?
Walda is just deep in thought, trying to self-reflect with his bow. That was my insight roll. Either to try and figure out the meaning of Granny's words, or how Walda feels with this bow.
It's at this point that Valorian kind of steps forward along with everyone else, and closes his eyes for a moment, and like looks while looking at the bow. And then his eyes widen, and he goes, "Do not touch that." And he senses immense evil from it.
from the bow?
Do not. Something is not right with it. He looks at it.
As well does Walda get with an arrow notched?
Did you pick up the bow? Sorry.
Yeah,
or were you
no,
holding your...
Walda
Oh, I
had said,
misunderstood.
Walda had picked up the bow and notched one of the fire arrows,
Yeah, but
and
it's
was
still-
standing
it's-
there focusing on themselves and the words
Gotcha.
of Granny. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because
I understood you drew your own bow and were pointing at you were suspicious. Okay, I got you.
No,
But yes,
I
same
had
result.
understood that Granny had pushed Walda to the bow, so Walda
Mhm.
picked up the bow.
Same thing though. Just so everyone can see what God is holding. As he he's drawn it back, like the crystals engraved into it light up, with this eerie blood-like light. Wilder, I'll share this with you.
Is that a blue dragon? Well done.
Wilder, as you hold,
That's a beautiful
like,
bow, though.
the
Above.
sound, like what Valorian said, doesn't really register. It sounds like warbling in the background as you hold this beautiful masterpiece of a bow in your hand. As you're holding it taut, you feel your connection with Granny strengthen. It's almost like she's right next to you. Is dearie, you've done well. All you need to do to summon me to your side is whisper. And she says this in Sylvan. Who is the fairest of them all? And the command that will activate the magic from there is swift and death to my enemies. Well, I guess you could say swift death to the enemies of Cressa. As she says, you get this strange but yet powerful, overwhelming hunger that's not quite your own. The bow itself, while it has the comforting tones of Granny, it yearns to devour souls, especially the souls of dwarves and dragons. Because I go by many names, and this is the bow speak. It speaks like Granny, but this is the bow. I am known by many names, but the one I'm well known for is Eclipse. For I am the darkness that shrouds those that stand in my way. Over. As it finishes introducing itself to you, it attunes to you automatically.
Perfect. Waldo was gonna stand there and attune to it in silence anyway, so that saves everybody else an hour.
It is bound. Yeah. No.
Tink is standing there with his hands in the same position as if he was holding the bow, and striking the exact same pose as Welda, making the same noise.
Not
Walda will stand there. I assume everyone who is behind them sees nothing, but a single tear will start to fall from their eyes and freeze in place about half an inch under their eye as their eyes turn from their bluish, almost gray, to almost colorless. Just the red of the bow reflecting off them.
On Tink, a single tear of oil. Well,
amazing. Unfortunately, not many people are paying attention to what Tink's doing. They're all kind of the main source of their focus is Welda with this bow. Do you still have it drawn, or have you?
Well, it's not. She hasn't fully drawn it yet. They're just there, I guess, becoming one with the bow and accepting their fate, I guess, is the word for it.
Eclipse whispers to Welda. Come now, Welda. It's time. Time to feast. You kind of get the feeling it's nudging you towards your upcoming encounter with a certain emperor.
He is going to... They'll wait there, kind of hold that moment until they feel that they can't push the bow any longer,
Hmm.
then they'll turn. Probably notice the I don't think Welda's ever met a robot or whatever this is before. But has a high enough passive perception and insight that hopefully they gauge a reading. And they will remove their bow, set it in Tink's hand, and say,
Is this a
I will
dragon?
show you a blue dragon.
Oh,
Tap him on the
joy.
head and head straight down the pile again. Um, not catching the look of any of them as he heads back to the portal and waits.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I will follow him, holding the bow out like this. I have it for you, Welda. Is Mar coming too?
Well, they'll just lean into the Jabberwocky again and let everyone else take however much time they need.
Marty's just standing there, kind of like frozen, with I think Ellen's still on her back, but not really doing anything, just kind of looking around, but like clearly not looking at anything in particular. She wasn't paying too much attention with Welda and the bow and the warnings. She
Hmm.
was, she's out of it, sort of thing.
Hmm. At this point, Kane and his knights are just standing dumbstruck at all that's happening. They're just staring at, like, they were staring at Welder as he picked up the bow. The bow seemed to have resonated with him, and now, well, them, and they started to make their way back towards the portal. All this time, they've just been like looking at him. While the Valorian, as you walk past him, hesitated, like he wanted to stop Welder, but thought twice. For what reason, you're not sure.
Uh,
It's definitely not cowardice. It was perhaps he was gauging his options.
well, the we'll probably ignore Valorian with the rest of them. But as he passes by Citizen Kane, he'll fire the arrow at his feet. You have disappointed the Green Lady twice, and the Red Lady once. Do not get in my way.
As you, it's like a to everyone you see it streak towards the ground next to Kane's feet, like a almost like a
I'd be like right beside him, pretty much. It
yeah,
wouldn't be, yeah.
it streaks almost like red lightning, like the arrow itself seems to crackle with that power, like lands at his feet, and he involuntarily takes a step back. He looks wide-eyed at it, and the bow in your hand goes, "See, dearie, they shall know their place. They sense it. They sense it." And indeed, he looks at the arrow that crackles with that power of death and looks at you. I think we're done here, right? And he looks towards Valorian. Valorian looks towards Mar and Elwyn. Yes, I dare say we have finished our business here. It's at this point where Elwyn gets off your back, Mar, and she walks over to that crescent sickle that Tink spotted. I has no idea what it was. She picks it up and holds it up to you, Mar, like a moon, like a crescent sickle. Hands it to.
Feeling my, she takes it in
You're
her,
in your bare form and holds it out to you.
she takes it in her mouth.
I think this might be useful to you. And I just have a feeling. She's got a smile, but it doesn't quite reach her eyes. She looks concerned.
Mar takes it in her mouth as if doesn't do anything. Just looks at Elwyn, looks back towards where Welda went. It looks back at Elwyn questioningly.
Nods.
I will start making my way to Welda.
Tink, what do you do? The thing is,
I walk to where the arrow is in the ground, study it, pick it up, and take it back to Welda and say, "Is this a dragon? This is Blue Dragon?"
I will show you the blue dragon.
What is this?
That's a gnat.
A gnat?
Or how you will kill the blue dragon.
Why should we kill dragon?
Welda will drop to one knee, lean in just above a whisper, stare into this thing's eyes to see if there's anything in there.
My eyes take on the same appearance as your eyes. And I lean
Is
forward
he
a
a
little.
robot or does he have a soul?
What
I
is a
don't
soul?
know if my subclass will allow me any information on that.
you believe you have a very special connection to the souls of the departed. Yeah. Interesting. Let me take a gander. While we decide this, is anything else anyone else wanted to do before they leave this strange in-between place? Do me a guess for you, Wilda. Could be either. I guess it's hard to. I mean, you could try your luck at inciting to see if this is just a program or there's some kind of resonance of what you are familiar with, which you may or may not call soul.
Can I just do some? Sorry, I'll just
Sure
do
can.
something real quick for Mar. Right,
Go ahead.
Mar suddenly snaps out of this whatever was happening in her mind, and she starts nudging Elwyn to get off, to get off.
She does.
And as soon as Elwyn gets off, Mar transforms again and looks at the robot suspiciously. That's not what I meant to do. Looks at the robot suspiciously. Am I just too distracted, or did this robot know all our names?
Here is your dragon, Welda. Divine.
Well, the rolled a 17, so I'm not sure how to respond to that yet.
It's difficult to say.
That's okay. You can finish Elwyn first. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah, we'll get back. It's difficult to say for those. Elwyn and Valoran actually turn to look at you. Okay. And then they, as one, turn to look at the little robot, the little construct. You're right. Machine, what is your purpose? And now he's you got his attention. Now he was more concerned with Welder, evil bows of doom, but now he looks at the construct.
Feeling everyone else's attention on them, Waldo will touch the bow. Druid craft these tiny little winter blossoms on it, and just ever above a silent voice. Um, I hope you never know the wise. And then as he stands up, maybe we should leave him here.
Please do not leave me.
Mar looks past towards Welda as Welda said that, and then looks at Elwyn, Valorian, and Kane, and says, "As to the matter of the bow, sure, there might be concerns, but it is just a tool. Most things are tools. It matters how you use them, not what they are."
Is this thing broken? And like he pokes Tink.
Shall we go now?
You're a bit presumptuous there, Construct. Why do you want to come with us?
Because I belong to Welda.
Looks at. Look at it. You see Elwyn's like everyone else is kind of staring at you suspicious. Elwyn's the only one that's kind of like, oh, look at him. He's so clueless. What is the last thing you remember, little thing?
Welda.
Why are you here?
I open my eyes. Wait, that does not compute. My eyes turned on. And Welda first I see. I belong Welda.
How did you know Welda was? Welda, did I actually miss that? Did you tell them your name?
I don't believe I do. I'm not positive somebody else mentioned it.
Right. Mar looks at Welda, looks at the machine. How did you know Welda was Welda?
I do believe Elwyn did
Introduced.
mention Welder's name when she went up
Yes.
to Welder to ask him if it's okay.
Right, but that was after he decided that he belonged to Welda. So I'm trying to see if he slips up, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
But I had to explain that, so probably not.
Yeah, that's okay.
Mar,
no.
Lana, will you hug me?
Elwyn looks to Mar to Tink. Elwyn takes a step back. She suddenly is like, ow. I'm not sure what to make of him. She looks at. He's not an evil entity by any means.
What is evil?
We're gonna have a like. She looks at Valorian. That's a discussion for another time.
Hug me.
This Ma hug Tink.
He puts a finger against Tink's chest area, and says, hold on.
Yes.
How did you know names?
Hug me.
Anyone that
Two oily tears come out.
Anyone wants to do insight checks, they do so. If that's what they want to do.
Definitely do inside check.
Back to Welder. As a phantom, you usually do have a connection to souls. However, you never have come across such a thing in your life, I believe. A construct like this. You're not sure if that is even possible.
That's fun.
He's strange, but I guess it needs further investigation.
I get nothing I would inside, I believe.
Rup.
No. Yeah, again, it's similar to World where you don't exactly know. You're not very familiar with constructs. Um, it's almost the complete opposite of your connection to the wild and nature itself. You don't get a beat on this sort of thing. It's weird, but you can't tell whether it's bad weird, good weird, or just cray cray. I'm not sure.
He bends his knees mechanically up and down. Hug me.
Hey, Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock this whole time, again, eerily has been standing on its hind legs and it's actually crossed its arms, or its forelimbs, and looks down at this construct. Looks at Ma.
Do you want to try and hug it? Can I inside the Jabberwock?
Welda is going to pull out a signal whistle from this mysterious bag of holding that appeared. He is going to look at the Jabberwocky and blow it.
It looks...
And then Druidcraft another one of those buttercups. Set it on his eyes again, pat his tongue, and then pass the whistle to Mar. You got Granny's gift.
Walda mimics the whistle.
This
perfectly.
one's from me. Walda mimics.
Wait, I got Granny's gift? You mean she lifts at the... Is the... What gift? She's pointing the sickle. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
She looks at it. Oh, she puts it away. Thank you.
This one's from Walda.
She takes the whistle.
Now hug me.
Can I just double check? Is it a moon sickle?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a moon sickle +2, actually.
Ooh.
You get that. Your connection to allows you to discern how strong this sickle is. You kind of had a feeling what it was, but
yes.
You're pleasantly surprised how strong it is.
And now I have... How should I write what it is?
It's a signal whistle. Just a basic signal whistle that was picked off Taverntine's dead body that may come useful to training a Jabberwocky. I don't know. We'll see if you blow it and he hugs the Tink Man.
Yeah. I will put it around my neck, and then I will... I can't... Oh! Yes! Welda. In exchange for your gift, Mar is going to give you... Where is it? The celestial feather, the angel's feather.
That's
which
right.
I can do today.
All this is
Do you
happening.
want me to send you the...
What's your passive insight?
15.
15. As you go to give Welda a gift, they look not offended, but almost in a panic.
Mar stops halfway. Have I already given a gift?
In the background, the Jabberwock just burbles to itself, just jibber jabbers to itself. In almost reaction to what has happened, it looks at Mar. Its eyes glow.
I thought I was meant to give a gift when you give a gift.
Not here.
Oh, okay. She puts it away.
When
Thank
she
you.
moved toward him,
And she will hug Welda, not
Tink.
Tink.
when she moved toward Welda, Tink's lower below the waist turned but his arms stayed outstretched, facing forward, and he walked sideways with her. Hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me.
Welda is stiff, but kind of presses his forehead into Mar.
What is your passive insight or perception? Or
I don't know,
what
like
is it do?
21, 23.
Right.
21.
Okay. Then I'll say you probably feel a couple of drops on your shoulder before Mar pulls away. And then Mar turns to Tink. How small is Tink again?
Oh, that is a great question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Gnome sized. I don't have his height. How big is a gnome?
They're like, I believe gnomes
An
are
auto gnome or a
small.
gnome?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I,
I
no
believe
idea.
they can be both medium or small. I think it's up to you.
He's small, for sure.
Well, then, the small creature is at up to
2.5 to 4
2.5,
feet
3.
typically.
2.5 to 3. There you go.
I'm looking, give me a moment, I'm looking. That's helpful. It says I am small. I would say 2 feet.
Okay.
2 feet.
So
Anyone
Mar,
on Twitch knows where to find a random height table for an auto gnome. Share it now.
Mar picks up Pink and turns him upside down and looks around. Isn't there supposed to be some sort of mute button?
Hello, hello, hello.
Tink, as you're getting like swiveled around,
Snap.
yes, roll your character. You spot what seems to be this. Again, you didn't quite see it before, but now you see like, and that's my fault because I didn't describe this as surrounding this treasure hoard. There seems to be these bookshelves that seem to be almost floating in space. They're kind of like holding themselves aloft with various journals and such. However, you don't know why, but as you're getting swiveled around on one of these shelves, there's a scroll that seems to be that catches your eye.
Who sees it?
You don't know why, but it calls to you.
Think.
Tink.
You? Please hug me so I can go get paper. Scroll. Please, Mar. Don't look up my gears.
Mar puts it down. She didn't like the sound of that.
Oh,
Just
man.
hug. Too soon for more.
Too soon for more, says the autonom.
Mar's eyes widen as far as possible. Why do you want to hug me?
Because I never get hugged before.
But why me? Why not? Elwin's prettier.
Be-
Aww. She goes that. She looks at Sarah.
because you licked me.
You
I'm sorry.
made
Did
the
he
first
say
move. Oh.
You see. But Lauren goes, I'm sorry, what did you say? He leans close to Tink.
Mar pushes Valorian away.
Ah!
Is that a no?
Welda will take that cue and pull out the fancy dagger that Mar had given him. And he is going to push it into Greenmane's chest a little bit too hard
That
and
looks
say,
painful.
remember what's important to you. My gift to you. Did you choose your gift from Granny yet?
He looks at Wilder, back to Mard, looks towards the horde.
Mara is busy with Owen right now.
Yes. That's why he
It's
looks
-5 to your passive. Just saying.
No,
Hug
I'm
me.
sorry, Wilder. You see, he's been trying very hard to be diplomatic. Who is Granny? You speak very highly of her. Why should I take a gift from her? I don't know her.
Mar slightly turns her head. It is custom. It is bad manners not to accept a gift. And turns back to
I
King.
gift you hug.
So you were paying
gives-
attention.
And gives a very and she gives a very awkward hug to Tink, trying to keep as much distance as possible.
And when she does, he makes a noise. He goes, "Auga!"
Oh no!
Oh no.
Thank you.
As it does that,
You
Mars.
wonder why your characters die.
Yeah, as you do that, Mars is just gonna slap you against the wall or something.
Wait a minute, please. And he'll walk over to the guy that Welda threatened, and he'll put his finger pointing at his crotch, and he'll say, "Remember, gift he give you."
No, Mars slapped you. I don't care about it. I'll roll for it. What's your AC?
A drill comes out of his finger.
What's your
I
AC?
believe you're actually taking damage before you have the opportunity to move.
Yeah.
Shield
What?
of faith.
It's not a reaction.
I don't care.
Does 15 hit you?
No, it does not. You
There you go.
miss
You're
me.
lucky.
Now you have to me.
Mars like, remember not to let me greet people in my bear form. She says to Will. Or creatures, or whatever that is. I still don't like the fact it knows who we are.
You-
Wait a second.
You are special. Well,
Well,
that is special.
Well, could this thing be Granny's?
Who is Granny?
It just looks at it and pulls out the staff of healing out of this tiny bag. Just draws out the staff. Doesn't look Owen into the eye and kind of presents it to her.
Jeez.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
know you cared for him, but you are safer without him. My gift to you.
Did someone cease to function?
Yes, and she holds out a hand to take the staff. And you're not looking at her, right? She kind of like cocks her head to see if she can catch your eye. If she can't, she'll be like, "Thank you." I
Nope,
shall-
he just storms. Kind of pauses as she starts to talk. Sorry, she was trying to catch his eye, so he was ready to run.
She's not ready for that connection. You see, she accepts the staff.
Mar.
No, he paused when she started to speak.
Oh,
Sorry.
you paused. I thought you were.
He was when she was trying to catch his eye, and then she started to speak, so he stopped.
Okay, gotcha. She goes, "I appreciate it. Thank you. Means a lot." And she'll receive the staff.
as, uh, as soon as Elwin had said that someone had like replied to Tink, Mar turns away and walks off again. Like just, he'll go to Kane.
Well, she tried to love tap me.
Is Tink still following?
Well,
Still following Welda? Welda will pause probably 5 feet in front of Citizen Kane. He'll
Mm.
turn back to um, Pink. Aside from the glowing gold orb, was there anything else that would have caught his eye?
Uh, sorry, from Tink or in general?
In the horde that you had described.
Right. I mean, apart from those things, the sequel, you see, there's if Welder does appreciate uh, such things, there's
Well, he was gonna send Tink after something, for Elwyn,
sure.
because I don't believe she
There's
picked anything either.
yes, there's a lot of uh, like objects that might catch your eye. There's like a small ball that seems to be made out of fine mithril. Um, there's also almost like floating in like in its own space. There's like a mobile, kind of like what you hang about like above a cot. It's like 6 figurines, the pixies and sprites that seem to be like moving on their own.
Did I get the
Um,
impression that the gold thing was a golden ball or a crystal
Sorry, the
ball?
what?
Like a
Oh, the bowl? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Seems precious.
I think that Welda would, if he thinks it's like a crystal ball, like
Hmm.
for scrying and the like, I think that he would send Tink to that. If it does not seem like that, then he might just pick something that he thinks she would like, since she hasn't chosen anything either.
Tink
But yeah,
starts.
if that little golden thing that you described seems like a crystal ball, then he'll look at Tink and um, fetch that for Owen from Granny. But if it's not a crystal ball, then yeah, keep going and describing other things.
Hmm. You also see the on these vast bookshelves that seem to be floating in place. You notice that same scroll that Ting was
Yeah,
trying to get to.
yeah. I was gonna say Tink starts walking towards the ball, stops and
Hmm.
goes and turns and walks and gets the scroll instead.
It's curious because you see Ting, the shelf, like he's tiny, he's a small little construct, but as he kind of wheels up to this bookshelf seems to be floating, he seems to start floating upwards. As the very nature of this place seems to be, he wills to go up. He wants to scroll, and he starts to fly up, but and takes it.
Now I'm wondering if that's one of my abilities.
It is not.
Okay.
It's an astral plane thing. You wanted the scroll, you reached the scroll.
Well, the probably isn't paying too much attention to that. Will shoulder into Citizen Kane, but is like one of those like kids that is trying to be tough and it almost like knocks him off balance probably instead of
Mm.
actually moving Citizen Kane.
Mm.
And he'll be like, take your gift. Don't be greedy. And then he'll look at the other three like people, and hand them each a diamond in case you need it. To all of you, you have your lives. My gift to you.
Renaud.
Choose your gift from Granny. And then he turns, sees probably Tink at this point in time, pauses for a moment to collect himself, and then strides to Alwyn. It's time to go. You should choose your gift from Granny.
Oh, sorry.
Focusing back on Ma, you walked up to
I walked up to
Kane.
Kane, yeah.
Oh, as I shouldered past him, or as I had paused to
No,
hear
when,
Owen?
when you handed the staff to Ellen, and
Oh, so
So you
before
wish
I
you would have
shouldered
been
past him. Sorry, I missed
yeah
that.
before you.
probably you're gonna shoulder past him.
I'll
at
probably
a
try it while
very
you're talking
opportune
to him.
moment.
Yeah.
Mar
Yeah.
walked up to Kane because you already said that Welda has already also verbalized and showed the disapproval of Kane. So
Hmm.
Mar's gonna walk up to Kane. Yep. Were you the one that received the message from Lady Greencroft?
Nods solemnly.
She takes another step closer to Kane. Did you need to receive a message to do something about my disappearance? When you know we're working with Lady Greencroft?
It was brought to my attention, yes. And I was about to rectify said problem, but you seem to have made your own way back.
He takes another step closer to Kane.
He doesn't flinch when he stands.
He's not trying to intimidate you. He's just getting annoyed.
He looks
It's more
down.
of that.
Incoming transmission.
Sorry.
Tink is receiving a mysterious signal.
One moment, please.
He takes another step towards Kane.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to make up for all these mistakes?
That is a good question. It's gonna take a lot to make it up to. He leaves it unsaid. Does it you feel like he's not saying I'll make it's to you exactly?
No, it's to Lady Greencrest. She seems.
Yes.
She looks him dead in the eyes. Proving your loyalty. It's a good start. Right now, I don't know where you stand. And you should have been obvious from the start.
He nods.
I am loyal to people that are not even here anymore. It's not that hard. And she will just. That's probably when
That's
Welda
where
comes.
Shoulder Barge comes in.
Shoulder
And
barge comes through, and
before he can reply, yeah, shoulder barge.
she's just gonna start walking off, but she will pause if he replies.
So as well like walks past and all that happens. Doesn't say it, like he looks at Wilder for a bit and looks as well as giving the diamonds away. He goes, we haven't known each other for a very long. And I do notice that you are quite the loyal person. I respect your way of being. But don't presume to know my way of being. I am loyal to Bahamut, and I am loyal to the lady. We have an understanding of sorts. Now, whether I have failed her, I will make it up to her. And he strides towards the horde.
I never assumed you weren't loyal. I simply stated the fact that you have failed to prove it recently.
He's walking away.
Yeah. Mar paused, said that, and then continued.
Right.
It
was well
is
done.
a good job that in this moment, Welda is prepping himself to speak to Elwyn, or he would have lost it. Loyal to the lady? He really played that card? Wow. Wow.
We're gonna have an astral plane encounter in here.
Yeah, there's going to be more blood before anything.
Oh no. The thing is, Mariana knows who he is. I can't metagame.
Oh no. However, as
Loyal
all
to
of
the
this is
lady. Wow.
wow,
If
as this all is
Weldon
happening,
knew.
yes, it's
This
okay.
guy's steaming.
Oh, if only Weldon knew.
He has to prove it. Without actions,
Yes,
they're only words.
to prove it.
That's what
That is true.
Martyr's trying to imply. And can I get the whilst Welder is doing this too? Can I try to get the Jabberwock to hug Tink?
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Yeah, I will do that. Animal handling?
Wow.
I really wanted
Ah, boy.
I really want to see how a Jabberwock hugs it. Oh, it's a gnome.
Honestly, I know it's not a thing, but I'm picturing this Jabberwocky as Discord from My Little Pony.
I
It
love it.
kind of like cocks his head, warbles at you. And unintelligible to you. Doopy.
Persuasion or animal handling? What would you do?
I would say persuasion.
Ah, damn it! But that's only a
With
plus one.
advantage because, well, they
Whistle.
tried to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. That was good. That rolled the likes for Ma. It looks at you, Ma, and there's a connection for a second. You just hear whispers in your mind,
You can hug him with your mouth. It's fine.
and it gets to the point where you feel a little bit of that pressure as this thing is connecting with you. But before it gets to the point where it would make some kind of harm to your psyche, it retracts from it, and then turns its long, sinewy neck and lowers its head down towards Tink. And with its forelegs, just grabs Tink with one claw, grabs Tink, holds up. Big little construct.
That's when
Looks at
Tink duplicates Belvedere's whistle, Welda's whistle, and goes.
It looks at you, Tink. I need Tink to do a charisma save.
Oh no. Here we go again.
I just thought he was going to get drilled on, but okay.
To be fair, and I'll be fair, do me a performance to see how well you replicate the sound of the whistle before anything happens.
17.
Okay. Good. As you replicate the whistle, it kind of jumps its head like curiously at you, and you feel that in your circuitry, you feel this crackle of energy as it seems to be trying to invade your mind, but it's confused. Like there's some sort of intelligence there, but it can't really get a grasp of what you are. And then as you do the whistle, it stops what it was doing, and you feel it retract away from it.
Nice doggy. Put me down, please.
Drops him.
I float to the ground because we're in the astral plane.
Yeah.
And then I turn to Marlana and I wink at her.
That was a gift. You're not allowed it.
I gave you a gift.
Look,
He is
she
the
pointed
gift.
the whistle.
At this point, Tink's chest folds down the chest plate, and then 2 more plates go, and you see a itty bitty version of him that's silver, and it hands out a hammer, and Tink takes the hammer in his hand, and then the little version of him goes back in his chest and the doors close back up.
Apparently, he's a cuckoo clock.
Do you
Where's
want to
Benaball
play
when we
a
need
game?
him?
And the hammer crackles with lightning.
For cinematic purposes, can Mar do a breath weapon? Like, just when he says that, just blow cold on him.
This is what she's saying. Oh,
There
no,
will
this
be
is-
blood indeed.
This is
It's for
mini
cinematic purposes. She doesn't actually harm him.
Tink. Yes. That's Mini Tink, if you guys can see. Is what you saw
Yep.
come out of his chest plate. And then back in.
Mini Tink. Yeah.
Do you know what these portals lead to?
Oh, I don't know about this mini Tink.
I am this close to grabbing Tink and be like, "Do you know my gift?" Throw him through a portal, but I don't know where it leads. And I'm
Okay.
afraid he'll bounce back into my face.
Okay.
So.
One
Amari's
second,
not
while
liking Tink, by the way.
Well, the
Just-
DM needs to process this. One second. I need, if you're gonna pick him up, I believe.
I'm
Tink
not,
might
I'm not, I'm
resist.
not.
You're not. Okay. That's fine.
Now I'm wishing I had kept that other magic item.
You just got a scroll
Some.
and a non-magic bow. What are you complaining about?
Okay, so.
It's not a bow,
Oh.
it's a dragon.
Yeah. So the portals. Can I have someone roll me 4 d20s, please?
No, that was okay. I guess I'm
this-
taking this seriously then.
No. This is just in general. I know you're not throwing him through.
I have not.
Thank you. Shortest character ever.
Above table, well, definitely roll the 1.
Oh, on the likability?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Man.
That's why I was shaking my head. I don't choose to be mean to Peter, it just kind of happens. For the viewers, Welder rolls a d20 every time they meet somebody, and that determines what their first impression of them is. From there, they
Dungeon
have to
Boy
work on
said
it.
liar.
Yeah.
I am like a ball. Welder.
Just for Mars' curiosity, or anyone's curiosity, the portals that surround this platform, this island in the astral sea, don't seem to resonate with anything familiar to any of them. None seem to be leading back to, apart from the one in front of you, which is a very obvious portal to Abeir. The rest don't seem to head in any direction any of you recognize.
You're gonna throw him through it, he's gonna end up in Wild Mout.
All you see one orange portal that kind of shimmers
Blue.
to your left. There's a sapphire blue one
Green.
that floats to the right of the island. And then there's 2 diamond blue ones that seem to be this one
Purple.
and this one.
Tink doesn't know what colors are.
He's colorblind, gotcha.
That's gonna come back to haunt you.
He's not colorblind. He just doesn't know
Just
what
doesn't
colors.
understand what colors are. Gotcha. Okay. As all this is happening, and everyone seems to be very on guard, to say the least, those with a higher perception than 15 passive perception notice that the ambience has darkened, and this like slight vibrations on the ground seem to be very subtle at first, but seem to be growing more and more noticeable. There seems to be something approaching. As those who have a high perception, they see that the sky itself, or what could be the sky, it's the astral plane, there's a rapid darkening of silver grey nebula, kind of hovering above all of you.
We need to go now. Get your gifts.
But danger comes. Danger fun. But Welda, smart. Tink follow Welda.
Yeah, you see, others have noticed, and you see they go forth and pick up some trinkets. Especially these three here. They looked at their commander. He nodded. He himself strode forward after Ma. Told them that loyalties need to be addressed, perhaps with priorities. And he himself looked at the deck of cards on the pedestal. Takes it. I'm good. And then all the other Dragonborn pick up little trinkets here and there. Some pick up a bit of platinum, some pick up mithril. One of them picks up what might have been like a small draconic figurine. And they turn back towards the port.
Tink will see everybody picking up stuff, and he'll bend over and pick up a rock. Open his chest, give it to little Tink, and close his chest again. Mini Tink, I mean. Sorry, forgot. New character.
Good.
Welda watches Kane for a moment with the deck of cards. Kind of bruises his lips. And then turns his attention back to the others.
Lauren, on the other hand, spots that fine, supple, elvish style boots. Looks at them, picks them up, and he looks at towards Welda. I'm not sure if Welda's looking at anything, but he will stride in, back towards the portal as well.
Welda's probably watching Elwyn peripheral on this gray thing moving in.
So as everyone collects their trinkets and items, the astral plane itself seems to almost rebel against itself as the winds pick up and seem to start to buffet all of you. I need all of you, as you're gathering up ready to leave,
As soon as Mar and Owen are through the gate, Welda will signal the Jabberwocky to go, and then follow through.
What do we got to give you?
Apparently an intelligence save.
Yeah, an intelligence save.
Well, that is a problem.
Is it against Charmed or Sleep?
No.
Okay.
I
It's
rolled a
almost good.
9.
14.
14. That is a fail. Well, there you are. As you urge everyone to the portal, you feel your body stiffen as this buffeting wind assaults your mind with these strong, powerful thoughts that are not your own, like a psychic overload of sorts.
Zzz, zzz. I got a
Sorry,
9.
for Welda?
For Welder, yes.
Okay.
Tink, you also malfunction.
Zzz, zzz.
And roll me a d20, Ma. Just want to see if you manage to get through in time. Intelligence save, please.
Not one.
You feel that same psionic dissonance in your mind, and your muscles lock in place. You feel it's similar yet different to the way the Jabberwocky interacted with you. It's an overload of dissonant voices going through your mind. And as all three of you get locked up, and this psychic storm seems to rage, we'll go to our break.
Before we go, who was the last one to pick their gift? Because Welda's going to give them an X.
Give them an axe.
An X.
An axe.
Yeah, they get another strike, depending on who it is.
The rock does not count, does it?
I do believe. No one already picked hers. When you gave her the staff, did that count it as the gift, or was she had to have picked her?
No, I sent Tink to get her the glowing crystal ball, and he
the ball.
deviated, so I went to her and told her to pick one.
Yeah, no, she did so. That's the point in time. She picked up a piece of. Picked up one of the figurines made of mithril. Actually,
So
she
she
would have
was
picked up
last?
that. She would have. No, she wasn't last. That was
Okay.
Valorian. She did it when you.
Valorian was last, thank you. He is...
Oh,
Mithril ball.
Alright, I will mark that and then go for break. Thank you.
All good.
We will
Alright.
be right back in a few minutes.
Thank you, everyone. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Last we left off, everyone had picked their gifts from this mysterious astral abode, much to Welder's insistence, lest they offend Granny. However, as they were about to leave, they were buffeted by psychic winds, and I believe the three of them had been immobilized. So, zooming back into this little plane of the astral, I need all of you to do me another intelligence save.
okay. This is where she officially goes mad. Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, intelligence.
I just made a new character, Mara. I'm sorry.
I made a new.
Oh, a save?
A save. No.
Okay, that was a check.
Oh, which one of those is it going to be?
It's even worse.
12.
We're all doing great, aren't we, guys?
It was
Yeah.
very close to a natural 1, but it flipped to 7 instead.
Elwyn is also paralyzed or stunned. Like, she goes to turn to help Welder, and she locks up as well. The rest of them. Valorian seems to shake it off. Let's see. And then the others there as well. Okay.
So we are stunned.
You're stunned.
Stunned. Okay.
Stunned. Yeah. That's good. He's very good at going that thing. He's stunned. Alright, so all but one of the Dragonborn under his command also go like they are fine. They'll turn around and like see this occur and they all kind of clutch their heads as this powerful psychic resonance washes over them. Valorian instantly kneels next to or goes up to Ma to try and like help her. I need another intelligence save from everyone. Walter, what did you roll? Yeah,
What
no,
is happening to us other than just stunning?
You're feeling this buffeting of psychic energy, and these saves are for you to try and break free of that interference.
Are they souls from the subnovum or something?
There seems to be some sort of
18.
sentience. Welder manages to break free of the psionic overload.
Did you say obelisk?
Overload. Not obelisks. They're not obelisks.
Look, I said Mars not getting out of here.
I got a nat 1.
So did I the first time.
Is the Jabberwocky still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Nods its head to Mar and Elwyn, and gives a death stare to the Jabberwocky, and then steps through the portal.
Ma, you take 12 points of psychic damage. You're still locked up in this psionic influx. Tink, what did you go?
A natural 1.
That was a very obvious signal to the Jabberwocky to grab Mar and Owen and get out of dodge.
Gotcha. You also take 12 points of psychic damage, Tink. The Jabberwocky... Actually, Jabberwocky should be fine. We'll save that. It will obey and grab Ma and El and just go through with them. So you're safe because you travel out of the astral plane with Elwyn. Tink, do me another intelligence save.
Who stayed behind? Tink and who else?
So Tink,
I think just the three of us are out at this point.
Yeah, so you're through Ma, so is Elwyn, the Jabberwock, the Welder, Kane, and the rest of his entourage grab the other knight that's comatose and drag him through the portal, so they go through. As they've been buffeted by the psychic energies of the astral plane. Tink is not having a fun time. Valorian will notice that Tink is malfunctioning, goes struggling. Tink takes another 14 points of psychic damage as Valorian picks him up and just like holds him under his arm and just like runs through the portal. You'll cross back into the Feywild. First one through was Welder, I believe.
Welder pauses long enough in their stride to give the Fomorians each a set of lizard folk gecko eyeball earrings. Pats them on probably their upper thigh, because that's how tall they are, and continues forward. Probably shares a glance back as the Jabberwocky steps through to make sure that he has both Elwyn and Mar, and continues down the path towards the pathway to the archway so that we can head to the castle.
As you step through and make room for the devil, who indeed steps through like a warble, holding Elwyn and Mar, ahead of you, you see your beloved Lady Greencrest standing, looking at the portal. Next to her is someone you do not recognize. A very well-dressed gentleman in like a red vest, red hair, long to his shoulder, kind of pleasantly looking at you as well, and all of you as you step through. Let's see.
No.
Gives you all a pleasant smile as you walk through.
This is not who I think it is it?
The last one through is Valorian, football style, holding Tink under his arm, and stops as he catches sight of Lady Greencrest. She acknowledges you, Welder, but she's staring dead at Kane.
Welda will pause long enough to remove his own eyeball earrings. I assume she doesn't have any extra holes, so he will just hold them out to her. Look at this other gentleman and sigh and pull out the silk rope from Tavertine's pack and lay it at his feet and say, "We're ready when you are."
Just so everyone can see the tokens properly. They really I love what Amar did with Lady Greencrest's tokens. Awesome. Put that down. Yes. Lady Greencrest strides forward with this young gentleman pleasantly polishing her. And she looks at you, Wilder. She smiles. Good to see you're okay, Wilder. She looks towards the bow. Doesn't say anything, but acknowledges it. Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude. It has been a while. And she storms off towards Kane. The gentleman with long red hair looks at you, gives you a pleasant smile. Hello. She didn't introduce me. She has a lot on her mind. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot.
Hand in his face and heads towards the pathway.
Oh. That one's in a rush. He then follows Lady Greencrest, who stands right before Kane, who actually pushes past his nervous-looking knights. Stands right in front of him. He goes, in a deadly tone, I sent you here to help, not make more trouble. She looks towards where Mara is. Are you okay, my dear?
Is Mar still stunned?
You roll me intelligence save. Actually, let's see.
No, she is no longer stunned.
You good?
Mar goes. Define okay.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
see at this point.
Survived. I guess that's more than most of us can say.
Indeed. And she goes, what happened to the troublesome turtle? She looks around at everyone.
He died. Mard looks Lady Greencrest dead in the eye. I tried to bring him back. He did not wish to.
You see her face is one of just neutrality. Shame. I would love to catch up with all of you right now, but you're all in danger. You need to leave. And she points towards the way you came in to the Feywild. It seems that what you have done here has attracted unwanted attention from the Archfey of this realm. My, she, just so you know, Ma, she's trying her very best to maintain herself composed. She's furious, but she's being very composed right now. My acquaintance over here, she points, like the young man kind of catches up at this point. Lord, uh, Lord Terrace Nocta here is going to do me a favor and hold off the wrath of the Archfey while you all leave. I suggest you all go. Now. He smiles. Hello. Nice to make your acquaintance. His eyes go over everyone with interest, kind of bouncing between the Jabberwocky and Mar.
I would assume the Jabberwocky and the Fomorians are red on Weldless heels.
They did.
Mar jumps off the Jabberwocky and just approaches Lady Greencrest and tries to whisper. She tries to whisper. I believe I think he believes he's well intentioned, but he's not putting your orders above anything else.
So nothing has changed.
He turns. He claims to believe in Bahamut. He says, well, I spoke to someone that claimed to be Bahamut. I don't see the connection, but who knows? And she continues.
Yeah, inside check, Mar.
17.
17. She doesn't react. Like there's a pause as she mentioned the name Bahamut, but otherwise she doesn't seem to react to anything you said. See, nothing has changed. My dear, you need to leave. Time is pressing.
She nods and follows Welder.
Hello, Lady Greencrest.
What is this thing? She looks at.
Are you my friend?
Anyone that's still around, she goes from what is this thing to suddenly seems. There's this look that no one has really seen as one of captivation. She seems to have some sort of maybe a bit more of an insight what this thing really is than any of you. It's like, sort of like a scientific fascination. Dear, what? I know you need to leave, but what is this thing? Where did you get it?
She turns. It was in there. She points through the portal where they went. It somehow knows all our names and things it shouldn't do. Not sure what it is. It insists on following us and hug us.
I don't mean to interrupt this reunion, but we have company. And he looks towards the edge of the forest. This is the young red-haired man.
Waldo would have smiled at Lady Greencrest's wonder, his little half smile, before it quickly disappears in his intensity.
Approaching from the west, he sees almost like the trees themselves part to make way. and stepping through the forest is the obvious shape of a large dragon. All of you recognize the form of the Nathra, but she's not alone, as walking next to her is this regal-looking fae with long blonde hair, with ornate armor that's got almost like vines that seem to adorn it, with a crown upon his head. He gazes out to all of you. I'll reveal them on this side of the map.
Tink's body is still facing Lady Greencrest, but his head turns facing backwards. Is that a dragon?
You see, he walks forward, and he's not alone. Apart from the Nathra, it seems to be behind him. The forest itself is shifting, and all of you see the shapes of what seems to be trees walking behind him. And as he points out towards all of you, who are you that transcend upon this sacred... And as he's saying this, it goes quiet. And it's curious because he's still in almost what seems to be mid-sentence. The trees behind him that are moving have stopped in mid-motion. The Nathra, the dragon, had unfurled her wings, ready to fly at Welder. Seems to be eerily still. I suggest all of you leave. It's not easy to hold back an archfey in his own realm. Nice to meet you, by the way. Lord Terrace says to all of you. Please, you see Lady Greencrest looks at all of you, suggests you to leave right now.
Mar will go.
Welda hasn't stopped, still hard striding straight back to the archway.
Yes.
Tink will follow.
Lorien and Elwyn look at Lady Greencrest. She shakes her head like this is not the time. They nod and they follow.
No game? Okay.
But Lorien picks up Tink and goes with him. As you step to the edge of the boundaries of the Feywild, you all turn to see Lady Greencrest look at all of you one last time and vanish. Lord Terrace seems to be standing pretty much near the center of the clearing, looking directly at the Archfey, still gesturing, pointing towards where all of you were. And you see the Archfey starting to slowly move again. He goes, adieu. And you all step through the portal. You find yourself back in the forest of Abeir, in Escon Forest. The fog seems to have diminished. You can actually all see that the trees here it's a clear night. You can also see the trees just starkly in the moonlight.
Was
What?
that a dragon?
Mar, where is Kane?
Oh, he followed as well.
Okay.
No, he was one of them.
So Mar is gonna stop, make intense eye contact with Kane, pull out the sending stone, and wait for a total of 5 seconds. If he doesn't do anything, she will do something.
You're holding out the sending stone?
No, she's holding it next to her, not like handing it to him. She makes intense eye contact. She holds the sending stone next to her face and waits and counts to 5.
He strides forward immediately, holds out his hand. May I?
He places it.
Thank you.
And stays watching.
He immediately starts to whisper into it. From from his expression, there's a bit of a grimace, but not, maybe he's getting told off. Most likely he's getting told off, but he doesn't make any other outward signs.
She was more wondering if he's checking that Lady Greencrest is okay. If that doesn't seem to be what he's doing, she'll take it off him.
Do me. What's your passive perception, Mark?
Passive
Can
perception
you
is 18.
read lips?
I can. Well, I don't have the feat that allows me to read lips now.
That would have been handy.
I wouldn't be asking if there was a way for me to figure that out.
Yes,
if
I
I
know.
could.
That's a fair question.
It's more the intention. Did he seem like he was going to like he was worried about Lady Greencrest?
Yeah. There was a hint of worry. Because
Okay,
the last thing you saw was
she'll
her
wait.
disappearing. A few moments goes by. What is everyone else doing? Valorian puts you down, Tink. I guess if anyone's paying attention, they hear there's some noises coming from Tink. They sound like hammering.
Welda is horse marked, not slowing.
So yeah, Ma. I guess while this is happening, walking and talking, not Valorian, Kane does look into, and he finishes after a bit. Hands you back to something. Thank you.
She waits for him to say something.
He looks at you expectantly.
Is Lady Greencrest okay?
She's well defined, okay. Yeah, physically, yes. Emotionally,
Did she get
I
harmed?
don't know. Was she harmed? No, she hasn't been harmed.
She turns.
Would you like this? He holds up the standing stone.
Yeah. No, she takes it.
Yeah.
I thought he handed it to her when he was done.
No, I was just wondering if that's what she like. She took it off him.
Yeah.
Right.
Then she starts
Yes.
trying to catch up to Welda.
Right, knights, let's follow. You see that start proceeding, following in Welda's footsteps. Welda.
What time of the day is it? Sorry, real quick.
It is.
That is the question.
That is the question, isn't it? It is. It is night here as well.
Can we see the moon from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Strangely enough, the strange fey-like trees have retracted, and the canopy seems to have parted to reveal the moonlight kind of shifting through.
Okay. You guys, I don't want to steal the too much time, but
Are you good?
something is gonna happen. So you guys go first, and
Okay. You're striding with purpose. Are you trying to find your way out? to your destination?
Welda will make their way back to the arch, and then not really knowing where to go from there, probably wait for Valorian.
Okay. Cool.
And I don't know. Unless somebody has another plan, Welda is single mind going to deal with the Emperor.
Right. Well, you also noticed that the sense of the Fae has diminished in this forest. It's still there, but the connection seems to have waned. Like the forest seems more like it should be.
I don't think Welda would notice. I think Welda has their bow.
Okay. Everyone else would notice that Tink probably wouldn't make much sense of it because he hasn't been here. But anyone else notices that the presence of the Feywild has receded. As you make your way back to the path, Valorian leads the way out because he's familiar with this this conference. He will lead the way through. Um, hour or so goes by, and all of you reach the edge of the forest.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, if you wanted to do something in the meantime, you can. This is just walking time.
Tink will suddenly go ding and say, "Oh, good," and his jaw will open and just kind of go, "Ee." And like on a conveyor belt, a little stone figure will come out into his mouth, and he'll pull it out, and he will give it to Welda and say, "Here is your gift." It is a carving of the astral stone in the shape of a flower. He's
Welda pauses and just looks at this being for a long while.
Do you like it?
Did it come out of your mouth? Because I haven't taken it yet.
I don't actually have internal digestive system. It's more like a dispenser thing. Better than the other hole, trust me. They don't call him Tinker Poo for nothing.
Does Tink have a passive insight?
Yes. 10.
So no.
Don't you like it?
Welda takes it with a slight bow and looks to Valorian.
My eyes grow a little brighter. Enjoy. And then he's gonna, the front of his chest is gonna drop down again. And Mini Tink is gonna come out and jump on his shoulder and start hammering frantically all around him, making repairs. And then go in. I will heal 9 points.
Fair. Welda will pat Mini Tink on the head as he's staring at Valorian.
Mini Tink will go "Roo, roo," in a little squeaky voice, and then go in my chest, and the chest will close up. And I cast Mending on myself to heal myself 9 points.
That's the damage. Alright. So, before we proceed, as Tink, you start repairing, I need you to do me a wisdom save.
Done. Oh.
17.
Okay, you're fine. Well, that's fine. Mar, I do need a wisdom save as well.
If,
Of course
is,
we did.
Is this about what I message, or is this something different?
No, this is something else.
It's clearly because you've left the Feywild.
You're fine. You feel like it was like a strange buzzing in your head, which kind of like fizzles out and clears, and you retain your memories of Feywild.
Amazing.
As your memory banks do not corrupt either. Mar, oh sorry, back to where you were looking at Valorian for. What was the intention? Like he is.
What is his
leading the way.
passive insight?
Passive insight is 15.
Yeah. Welda is single-minded and waiting for them to reach their destination. It's pretty obvious that, well, I think it's pretty obvious that Welda is waiting for direction.
As all you proceeding, or you hear this loud warbling screech above all of you, and the sound of wings as the moonlight is eclipsed for a second as the Jabberwocky just flies overhead, keeping pace with Wilder. The sound of trees creaking and cracking as heavy footsteps follow behind on the trail is evident to all of you. Wilder's bringing reinforcements. The Lorian is very he looks at Wilder and just keeps on task as well. He keeps doing his job, like leading you out. Whatever concerns he has, he will keep them to himself until later. He has a job to do.
What does Welda's passive insight of 21 tell him?
He does not. No, actually, let's see how much you get out from him. So if he's good at keeping things to himself. He is not. It's very evident that he disapproves. But he has a job to do.
He disapproves of Welda's allies. He disapproves of Welda, or it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. It's just a strong sense of disapproval.
He's just uncomfortable around Welda right now. Got it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. As long as he's on task, Welda doesn't care.
Yeah. Okay. Mar. As you feel the moonlight caressing your skin or scales, I guess.
Yes.
I need you to do me another wisdom save.
I had already rolled for that.
Did you? Sorry,
13.
Another one?
13. All right. Gotcha.
All right, it was a 4.
Gotcha. No, not bad. Yes. Okay. Mar, you get all that's happened is too much too quick. There's so many triggers in that venture into the Feywild, to the astral plane, that it's just starting to catch up to you, and it all hits you all at once. You feel your chest tighten, and you feel all of a sudden very afraid, very anxious. It's almost too much here. You're suffering from short-term madness. You are frightened, and I believe you have to use your action on movement for each round to flee from the source of the fear. In this sense, the fear is of your traumas. So I'll let you decide how you project that fear, Mark.
Okay, marbles start running in a random direction, so we sort of 1 o'clock
Breaks
from
off
where
into
they
the
are.
truth.
Yeah.
Lorian's like, Ma? Ma! Calls after you.
Doesn't respond.
He looks at Elwyn. We'll catch up. And Elwyn nods. He goes, all right, everyone, follow me. We're close to the edge. Tries to keep things cheery despite the situation. The Lorian streaks into the forest after Ma.
Wait,
Where's everyone else
she
doing?
was short-term madness because she was in the Feywild and she ran into the forest?
No. It's
This
not
is
the
a
Feywild
psyche
close.
thing. Yes, it's not a Feywild.
It's not a Feywild effect.
Belvedere would like to take a pause from the game and share with the viewers that this is indeed Mental Health Awareness Month. And we are allies to all of those who suffer.
100%.
Well said, Captain Pratt. Yes. We're all about
Yep.
the wellness and we're all open-minded and we respect everyone's boundaries and hardships. And this is why we play D&D. Sort of a way of coping for some of us. So we understand. Thank you, Captain Grit. You're on the well side.
Seemed appropriate.
It was. Thank you for picking up on that. Right. What is everyone else doing as we delve back into the forest? Apart from Ma. Ma, you're everywhere.
Sorry, I threw you guys a curveball.
No,
No, you didn't.
Valorian leaving threw Walda a curveball, and now he's stuck, not knowing where to go.
Elwyn's showing you the way. She knows it as well.
Oh, we're gonna leave
Yeah, you
without
just
them?
say, "Oh, catch up," and she kind of gave it pass to the baton to the group.
Okay. Walda will follow slightly behind Elwyn so that he doesn't have to feel her eyes on him.
Okay. Moving back to the world now. Right. Oh, I need to get rid of that tab token. This. And let's put well there.
Oh man, too soon. Tavern Team's token was there.
Oh no, my bad. I didn't clear it up. That's why I said rest in peace, Tab.
Sorry.
Valorian chases after you, Mara.
I don't know how long is short-term madness.
4 minutes for this instance of short-term madness.
How much?
4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so for those 4 minutes, she is running in a random direction, and at a certain point she stops, like throws her hands on her head, turns, starts running in a different direction. She just all sorts of.
Exactly. He calls him, Ma, please, and she tries to keep up, but he's just like erratically moving around. He's finding it hard to catch hold of you. Those 4 minutes go by, and at that point, that anxiety that you felt doesn't dissipate exactly, but you become a bit more. You kind of calm yourself, and as he finally catches up to you and puts his hands on your shoulders.
She reacts really badly to that.
He
like
lets go,
shrugs
like
away.
He's been scolded.
Yeah, she shrugs away.
He goes, I'm sorry, but you've been erratic. I didn't mean to invade your personal space. What is wrong?
Mars just looking like side to side, making sure there's nothing else there. They're not in danger, anything like that. And she will take a deep breath. I don't want to talk about it. And she'll start going again in the random direction, but much slower, so that he can technically tell her where they're supposed to go.
You feel like he kind of he goes to grab you, but he thinks twice because it's this way. And he points to the way he came.
She'll follow, but a good 10, 20 steps behind.
As you walk back to the path, I know you're not ready to talk about it, when you are, I'm here.
You said his passive perception was 20?
Yes.
He
Are you running
definitely
away?
hears sniffles.
He pauses for a moment and looks at you, and blocks. He tries to like get your like eye contact, and you feel like a gentle caress of his mind. He's not connecting because he doesn't want to intrude upon your thoughts, but it was almost like asking for permission.
Not now.
He then tries to give you a reassuring smile. He's concerned, but he tries his best to try and comfort you in any way he can.
She doesn't meet his gaze at any point. But
Shall we?
she will continue to follow.
You walk back in silence towards the path. You find it soon enough. He seems to know his way around this forest quite well. And you spend maybe 5-10 minutes walking with them on the path, and you reach the other end of the forest with a very similar archway that you saw at the entrance. You see where everyone else is kind of like that, sitting like waiting with Elwyn. The rest of you see them approach. However, what draws your gaze is not so much your returning companions, but in the distance you hear the sounds of battle, small explosions, cries echoing in the night. In the distance, you see the tall, imposing walls of the Castle Mesoterra. A stout stone castle that's now besieged by what seems to be a sizable force.
We're there already? Wow.
This sounds familiar for some reason.
Yeah, I thought it was like 30 miles away.
It was pretty close to the edge. It's not right there, but it's like
Yeah?
in the
No,
distance.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought we had a bunch of things to do before we got there.
Well, things may happen between here and there, but yeah, it's the imposing castle and the surrounding armies
Can be heard from him.
can be heard from here, from the edge of Vascorn Forest. And as the rest of your companions join you, and Valorian takes one last look at Ma, looks at Elwyn, nods at her, strides forward to the front of the group, and points to the castle, and looks at Kane, and he goes, "It's time for you to take lead from here, Commander. These are your forces, after all. Lead the way." Commander Kane nods,
Yep.
steps forward, looks at everyone.
Well, steps forward without them. Well, was not
Echoing-
following Commander Kane. No.
Yes, echoing Welder, the Jabberwocky of our circles the group. It actually comes down. It doesn't quite land, but kind of like looks at Welder with a silent offer in its big beady eyes. The Fomorians follow pace with Welder. They don't follow Kane, they follow Welder.
Arm up, kind of around its head. No, not yet, my sweet. Granny says, "You watch and learn first, then you strike."
It kind of shakes its sinewy body, warbles a bit, and then takes off the gun. Morians keep pace with Walder, and you all advance towards the imposing castle. I think it's a good place to leave it, unless anyone else had anything to do before we wrap up.
Nothing left in that easy bake oven there, Tank.
No,
easy break up.
that is it for me.
All right.
Alright. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned tonight. Those who are not watching live, I hope that when you watch this later on, it's holds your interest. It was quite a wild ride, but the group seems to be approaching the war zone that is surrounding the castle.
Way over their head again.
We shall see how they handle it. Would the new allies that Welder and the new power he holds be enough to turn the tide against Eskenamundir and his last bastion?
Also known as the failed emperor.
Who has been dubbed by Welder as the failed emperor, who very may well be a prophecy fulfilled in the next session. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Announcements, I believe, on my behalf, you have Strixhaven coming up on Saturday.
What time Saturday?
It will be at
10 a.m.
10. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Marina. It's on point. Yes, so please tune in as the Draconic DM tries to instill some sort of education in the group. We'll see what happens.
And then on Sunday, we have the final episode of Session 0, Gates of Divinity.
So we think.
Or so we think, yeah. Oh no.
Unless the group decides to completely leave the dungeon before accomplishing their goal. I don't like that evil laugh.
Belvedere was just feeling bad for Jesse and thinking about Mental Health Awareness Month.
Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah. This week, yeah.
Yeah, so again, just to go over some events. So we, as has been advertised, we do have Citizens of Phandalin, which is a very I wouldn't say happy-go-lucky, but this is a campaign you can join on the fly if you can't commit to some of these games that you see now. Feel free to pop in if you want to play. Let Belvedere know, and he will happily crit you.
He will happily crit you.
We will certainly try.
All right, I think that's it for tonight. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Until the next time. Adios.